Hi VC, it's Aaron Methalamer, and today I'm doing a contest entry for What the Gym. And the host of What the Gym is Adam, and he's a really cool guy from over in England, I think over in England, and he's done some collaborations with some good friends of mine, Rich Strickler and Sam St. John. Really knowledgeable, great kid, not kid, but great young guy. And I just wanted to join in on this because it's a space theme, and I love space, all things space. I've always kind of been into that thing, you know, with Kiss. Ace Frehley was always a big favorite of mine, the spaceman. And growing up, I was a big fan of a bunch of space movies and television shows. So I thought this was a really cool idea. So first, I'm going to show an album that is space themed. And this was an easy one for me because it's my favorite band. And this is Clutch, their self-titled second full-length album. And obviously that's a shot from the moon looking down at Earth, but this whole album is full of space themes, starting with Big News 1 and 2, or kind of, but then you got Escape from the Prison Planet and Space Grass, which is an amazing song. I almost use that for my song. Space Grass is amazing. You've got Droid, which is about droids on the moon, kind of cool. Animal Farm, which is one of my favorite Clutch songs, is actually about aliens coming to Earth and harvesting people for food, and them, you know, escaping the harvest, I guess. So that's this is my space-themed record, Clutch, self-titled, second full-length album. Amazing record all the way through, love it. So for my song, I have two I'm going to show, and first one was an obvious one for me. 1978. Kiss, Ace Frehley. Now, the first thing I thought of when I thought of space songs was this record because of the song Snowblind, and the part in there goes, lost in space, Ace, 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 it echoes off, and he keeps doing that through the song, and it's amazing. I love space. I mean, I love Ace. Ace Frehley's my favorite guitarist. I don't care if he's the best guitarist or not. He's my favorite, always has been, and he's got such a unique style. You know instantly it's Ace playing. With a lot of those really good players, you can interchange them and you can't really tell who it is. But with Ace, you instantly know it's him. I love that about him. And yeah, Fractured Mirror on here, the instrumental is really cool. But the song Snowblind in particular, where he says space, Ace, Ace. And then the second one, I'm going to go with like one that's not as familiar to people. And this is from an album that was only released on CD, I believe. I don't think it was even released on cassette. It's never been on vinyl. This is the artist formerly known as Dangerous Toys, their fourth album. I actually really love this. It's got some industrial sound mixed into some of the songs, and some of it's classic Dangerous Toys sounding. It's got their heaviest songs they ever did on here. Like, but the one I'm going to focus on is called Transmission. And Transmission is about aliens coming to Earth and them wanting to leave with the aliens because they're sick of Earth. They don't want to be on Earth anymore. So, aliens, please take me to your leaders. Great song, Dangerous Toys, the artist formerly known as Dangerous Toys, and it's called Transmission. I always loved that song from the first time I heard it. It's amazing. And then for movies, I grew up in the 70s, so I was born in 1970. When I was 7 years old, the first Star Wars came out. It was just called Star Wars then. They adopted the name A New Hope later down the line, so it was just Star Wars. But my favorite space movie of all time, and I really need a new copy of this, is The Empire Strikes Back, the second in the original trilogy. Love this, and I love this soundtrack. It's got the Imperial March, which is Darth Vader's theme. It's got all kinds of really good stuff on here. You know, the asteroid field, the duel, all that stuff. And it's kind of tied with me with the original. So the first two Star Wars are my favorite space movies ever. I like a lot of other ones too. And I just really love these. It's kind of changed my life when I was young. I was really into Star Wars. I still am. I still love it. Still my favorite movies. I actually like Star Trek too. All the movies. I like all the series. I'm one of the few people that like them both. A lot of people, it's like a war between them. And so there we go. There's my space entry. And Jim, I know this is a push to 200. You're at a little over 220. Hopefully you get over to 250 with this. Maybe 300 by the time this contest is over. Everyone go sub What the Gym. Really cool guy and a really cool channel. And I will see you later. Thank you very much.